Sit comfortably and just take a moment to connect with your breath, breathing in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, focus on taking in positivity and light. And as you exhale, surrender to the relaxation, releasing tension and thoughts of today and tomorrow. Now is a good time to connect with your intention for this workout. Take a deep inhale, reach those arms up overhead and hands to heart on your exhale. On your next inhale, reach those arms up, take one arm behind into a rotation, and inhale, bring it back. Exhale over to the other side. As you reach those arms out to the side, really reach the palms of the hands so that you feel that stretch from the fingertip all the way down into your armpit. Bring one ear down towards your shoulder and do a half circle with the chin over to the other side. Take your time here, and if there's any tight areas, feel free to hover over them or take a little bit longer. Continue with the head motion, releasing the arms. Alright, we're going to come up onto our knees. So bring those knees underneath your hips and the hands underneath the shoulders. Always be aware not to dip the back, so pull the belly button and the ribs in. As we exhale, we're going to start taking our ribs round and round, almost in a jump rope movement. So bring those ribs round and round, and if you have that flexibility, you can include some movement within the shoulders and the hips. It's all about feeling good in your own body. And then come to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, and we're pushing into our first downward facing dog. So focus here on spreading those fingers, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, lifting that tailbone high, and really straightening out the back. We're going to start warming up the back of the legs. So lift one heel up and pedal through the feet, moving fairly swiftly and at a pace and an intensity that suits your body. Push both heels down, then lift them up, bend the knees, and step forward towards your hands. Hang between your legs here, and we're just going to take our eye line over one shoulder and then the other. Let the full top part of the body hang fairly heavy and relaxed while all the power is in the legs. As you exhale, roll up through the spine, allow the head and the arms to hang heavy. And inhale, reach arms overhead and fold from the hips. We're going to step that left foot back. Make sure that your heel is underneath your knee. Lower your back knee and unravel the toe if you wish. And we're going to rock back. So straighten that front leg, reach the chest towards the toe, and then push straight back in and rock back. Excellent. You're going to do one more. We're going to come into a balance. So use your front leg to help you with stability if you need it. You can take your arms out to the side or up overhead, and if you want to challenge yourself, take the eye line up towards the hands, then open nice and wide. Plant the weight into the hands as you push up into your plank position. Lower those knees and work your way through Chaturanga. Exhale all the way down. Inhale into your mini cobra and exhale down. Push up onto all fours. Tuck those toes under and come up into your downward facing dog. Now this time you should be a little bit more warm, so you can take those heels a little bit lower. All right, hold it over here. Bend the knees and roll up through the spine as you get to the top. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, fold from the hips, plant those hands into the floor and step your right foot back. Again, double check that your knee is directly over your ankle. Lower that back knee, unravel the toe, and then rock your hips back. Straighten that front leg, reach the chest for your toes, and then push back. And 2 more. Really push into that front leg so you feel the lovely stretch in the back leg, and then come up into your balance, taking the eye line up if you wish. Open those arms nice and wide, plant the hands into the floor and step back into your plank position. Lower your knees, lower the body through chaturanga. Inhale, mini cobra, and exhale into downward facing dog. You can still transition through the knees if you need to. Lift up your heels, bend the knees, and take a look at your hands before stepping forward, hanging between the legs. And then take your arms over to one leg and just enjoy that stretch. You're then going to walk your hands over to the other side and stretch on to the left leg. Come back to neutral. And tuck that tailbone under as you exhale and roll up all the way to standing position. Inhale and exhale. Refocus your breath before we take it all the way back down again. Plant those hands into the floor and step the left foot back. You can continue to drop that back knee if you wish, but if you would like to progress, keep that back leg straight. We're going to straighten the front leg, again reaching the chest for the toe, and then push back. And 1 more. Try and keep the hips nice and square. Again, we're going to come into that balance, so use the front leg for support if you need to, and then come up to a standing position. As you exhale, hands to heart. Of course, you can drop that knee at the back if you wish. Bring your hands down to the floor and step that leg to the back. You may drop your knees for chaturanga, otherwise keep in the plank position as you lower all the way down and inhale into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel that stretch, enjoy it. Reach the chest through the shoulders before stepping or hopping your feet to the front. Exhale as you roll up through the spine. Inhale as you get to the top, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach it up, always reaching for the furthest point. Fold and step the right foot back. Lift up the tailbone as you straighten that front leg, reach the chest towards the toe. And as you exhale, push back into that front leg. Feel that lovely stretch in the leg at the back. Again, reach the tailbone up as the chest reaches for your toes, and then back down into your long lunge. 1 more. Come into your balance using that front leg for support if you need it. Bring the hands to the heart. And then take a deep inhale, open those arms wide, hands come to the floor and step your foot to the back. Exhale through Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra. Exhale into Downward Facing Dog. Lift those heels, bend the knees, and step or hop your feet forward and hang between the legs before you exhale and roll up. We're going to come into a balance exercise now, so get comfortable. You might want to step off the mat if your balance isn't particularly good. So we're literally just going to lift up the heels and lower them down. Try and connect it with your breath by inhaling up and exhaling, pushing the heels down. If you would like to give yourself an additional challenge, you can lift the heels and stay up. If you find that fairly easy, you can include some arm movements, so breathing in, lifting the arms up and bringing the hands to the heart on the exhale. You can also attempt to balance with your eyes closed. We're now going to come into a tree pose. So if you haven't done this before, start with your foot on the floor. Find your balance, grow out of the hip that you're standing on. And then your option is to either bring your foot to your calf or into your inner thigh. If your balance is particularly bad, you can keep the foot on the floor for now until your ankles strengthen and you become more confident in your balance. Things to think about to assist in balance is to grow up tall and extend. Hold your stomach and keep your eyes fixed on something that is not moving. Excellent. We're going to move over to the other foot. So find your balance, start with your foot on the floor, and when you're ready, progress up to either the calf muscle or to the inner thigh. Excellent. Come out of that balance, and we're now going to come down to the floor. So try and take a seat onto your mat without touching the ground, and then bring the soles of the feet together. Reconnect with your breath, and we're going to work on those neck muscles again. So bring one ear to the shoulder and then half circle over to the other side. As we did at the beginning, if there's any areas that are particularly tight, feel free to hover in those areas or maybe hold or run backwards and forwards over any tight muscles. Reaching the arms out to the side, push your shoulders down and really lift those fingers up. You want to try and reach the palms out as far as you can. Bring the fingers down and then continue to lift the fingers up and down. If you are an office worker, this is a particularly good exercise for you. Bring one arm across and pull towards you, being sure not to hold on the elbow. And change arms. Lovely. Let's close the knees and turn over so that we are long ways on the mat. Come to a balance on your bottom. Now you may hold onto your legs if you are struggling here. Otherwise, try and release the legs and hold in this position. You can also progress to this position. Bring those knees in nice and tight, give them a squeeze, and then roll down onto your mat, rolling through each vertebra. Then bring those arms up overhead. Take a deep inhale, reach those arms and legs as far as you can, and on your exhale, bring the knees into the chest. We're going to go into a spinal rotation, so bring the knees over to one side of the body, arms in the opposite direction. Allow yourself to relax into the stretch, and with your next exhale, bring those knees over to the other side. And with your next exhale, bring those knees back up to center and extend the legs down onto the ground, bringing your palms facing up and getting comfortable. Take a moment to reconnect with your breath here, breathing in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, take in positivity and lightness. As you exhale, feel yourself letting go of tension and clearing your mind of all thoughts. As you lie there, take your mind to your version of paradise. Take in that beauty of that environment. Think about the smells, the sounds, even how your skin feels and how it makes you feel. Allow those emotions to boil up within you, filling you with energy and love, strength and courage. As you breathe, you feel your mind becoming focused. You feel your body strengthening. And with your next inhale, lift your arm up overhead. Roll over onto your side and take as long as you need there. Whenever you're ready, you can come up to a seated pose. Namaste.